Hey gang, by special request, we are going to do Without You by the Doobie Brothers, 1973. I think it's on The Captain and Me. Definitely sounds like a Tom Johnston number because it rocks. You know, the early Doobies, they rocked. And unlike the later Doobies of Michael McDonald where they kind of bounced, they were kind of much more mellow. All right, but this one rocks for sure. Anyway, we're going to go over just the intro and the verses. So that's what we're going to do today. And if you like it, give the thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, subscribe for one or a couple of these every single week. We'll see in just a second to go over it note for note, what I just played. All right, gang, let's go over this now note for note. First things first, you can download the tab from the link in the description below. It's going to make your life a little bit easier. Now, I should say I haven't done the tab yet, but I'm committed to do it for you. As you know, I don't use tab very often. Okay, and I would encourage you to try not to use tab all the time. Also, it's good to develop your ears. Okie doke. First of all, I'm using a Gibson Melody Maker. I thought that the bridge pickup was nice and raunchy, so it gives me that sort of early 70s Stones-ish type of sound. That's what I'm going for here. Classic style amp, not a tremendous amount of gain, no distortion, please. Okay, you don't want to overkill this with distortion. All right, I just have a little bit of reverb. I think that's it. All right, so this song is basically using three chords: a power A, a D, and a G. But the fun of it is how the whole riffs are put together. So let's play those. Let's start out with this opening riff. Now I am palm muting quite a bit to get this. So let's play that opening riff kind of slowly. All right, so that's the opening riff. Okay, so to do that, we're going to play a power chord A, which is just open fifth, second on the fourth, and second on the third. Right, the last time we play it, we're also going to play second on the second, but not in the beginning, okay? So in the beginning, we're just going to play the fourth and the fifth strings. So just that open fifth and the second on the fourth. So that's just kind of putting 2 to 4 to 2, right? Now, I listened very closely, and I think I detected also that on the second time he comes down to it, he's playing that third string as well. So now I'm emphasizing it extra to also play that third, but it's okay. It's rock and roll. If you play a stray note here and there, no harm, no foul. It's all good, okay? So we'll play that. So the first time through, you're going to play, and this one is open 2 2 2 on 5 4 3 2, and not the 1, not the 6. Okay, so to get this chord right here, you're going to hammer on, or you're going to play on the fourth string. You go from 2 to 4, and on the third string you go from 2 to 3. Now, to me, this sounds so Keith Richards. Doesn't it sound like that to you? That's just a very Keith Richardsy sound, and you're going to let that ring out, okay? Second time through, you play it a little bit differently. You play it. So the second time you through, you play 3 times instead of 1, letting it ring. So. All right, you do that a couple of times, and then the band comes in, and you do it a couple of times more, and that's that. So that's the first part. The second part is this. Okay, so that is open A string, and then 3 4 on the fifth, right? So open fifth string or A string, and then 3 4. Then you skip a string and play the second on the third. Then 4 2 on the fourth. All right, so far we have. All right, now here's where it gets at the character. Okay, so that's just a slight or a half step bend on the third string, 4th fret. And then we'll play the 4th itself, and then the 2nd. And then 4th on the 4th, and then 2nd on the 3rd, and back to the 4th on the 4th. So it sounds like this. Now, that's really cool, and both the guitars are playing it, so you probably should play it. But if you want to, you can double what the singer does by playing this. So you can go back to this third string on the 4th fret and bend it up a half step. Sounds really cool to me. That's what the singer's playing. Okay, you play that a couple times, and then you play this. This song has an AC/DC-like quality to it, I think. All right, so anyway, so here we're playing this chord right here, which is a cool chord. Notice that we're omitting that top string, all right? So we're playing, this is a D, but its voicing is a little bit different. We're using the 4th string open, 3rd string 2nd, and 2nd string 3rd, right? Normally, we play this as well. Doesn't sound bad, but I like it without it. So you play that 3 times like that, and you can chunk away if you want. Okay, so we'll play it one more time to let it ring. And while it's ringing out, we'll play 3 2 open on the 5th. So you play that twice, and then we're back to our riff. All right, now we're going to play this. That's a cool chord right there, I think. This is what I call the Tony Rice G in bluegrass. So this is a bluegrass type of chord. You're playing the 6th and you're blocking out the 5th, all right? So we're playing 3 on the... This is a G without the 3rds, so it's a little bit harsher sounding, ringing sounding. Tom Petty played this a lot, or Tom Petty music has this a lot. So we've got on the 6th string 3rd, 5th string nuttin', 4th string open D. Now 3rd string open G, 2nd string 3rd fret, and 1st string 3rd fret. So it sounds like this. Very ringing chord. All right, so so that one is just the open 5th string. It's kind of like a G major pentatonic. All right, so that's just open 5th string, 2nd on the 5th string, open on the 4th string, 2nd on the 4th string, and ending on the open 3rd string. Then you give it a few more thwacks with your special G. All right, now we're back to our D again with that blocking the 1st string, so just the 4, 3, and 2 strings. All right, so we're just going to play that, let it ring, and play this. Okay, so it's sort of like this. So we're playing 3rd and 2nd on the 5th after that. We're letting that D ring out and we're changing that bass line, right? And then we'll play this little lick. So that's open on the 5th, 2nd and 3rd, open and 2nd on the 4th, and then open and hammer on to the 2nd on the 3rd. And then you're back to your original. And etc. Well, there you go, gang. Without You by the Doobies, 1973. I think it's on The Captain and Me, a rocker from Tom Johnston. Yeah, I dig it. So I hope you enjoyed it too. We'll see you on down the road.